Start a Flow World Sports Show, joined by head coach from Portland Thorns, Paul Riley. It doesn't roll off the tongue because you were with Philadelphia a couple years ago. But, what do you think about the draft today? How do you guys feel leaving this draft?
Well, we came in looking for a player in each department, maybe a hybrid player that could play different positions. We didn't expect to get the goalkeeper out of the draft, which we did, which we're really happy about, Michelle Bedos. And obviously Michelle's played for me as a kid, so to bring her back, I know she's a really good goalkeeper. She was under Hope Solo in Seattle last year, so to get her to Portland will be great for us. We'd have to go look for a goalkeeper. And Shim obviously was massive for us. We came in, would a number 11 be as good as Shim, and we kept saying there's no way. So we gave up a little bit. We lost Nikki Washington in it, which I would like to keep Nikki. But we lost Nikki, but I think we kept Shim, and Shim was important for us. She was 5 goals, and hopefully in a really great training environment, maybe she's 7-8 goals, and I think she'll be a big piece for us, both when the national team players are there and when they're not there. So we got Shim, we got Michelle, which was a bonus coming in. And then obviously Emily Menges, who played for me as a kid in Albertson Fury, to bring her in. She's a defender. I want to speak to Rachel about it because I think she can take her under her wing and make this kid really good. She'd never been at ODP even as a young lady, and then obviously she just got pulled into the U23 national team, and now she's super athletic. I just got a text from her coach who said you got the steal of the draft. She's a really good defender and very difficult to beat one-on-one, and talk about a modest young lady. So I'm just hoping she got the confidence to play in Portland, but I'm excited to get her there and again get her with Nikki Marshall and Rachel Bueller and Kat Williamson and those type of players. Man, I think she's going to really improve and get better. And then we had the surprise package last. I think we beat Boston to the punch with Sullivan from Mississippi State, and we've seen a lot of her. A couple of our best friends coach at Mississippi State. They told us about her a while back, and we've been watching her progress, and she's super athletic, good with both feet, can take players on, and we definitely wanted to grab another forward in the draft, somebody that was explosive. And when you don't have Morgan and Sinclair around, you need something that's going to be explosive. So
good players, I've heard of them.
So she's going to come in obviously, and I think it's going to need a little bit of time to find her feet, especially in that lineup with those two up front. And but when they're away, her and Jackie Acevedo, the Mexican, I think there's a great opportunity for the two of them to play. I think they can play together. And whether we play 2 or 3, I think we got some good options. And we wanted a 4th pure striker, and not, Shim can play up there, but I wanted Shim a little bit behind, maybe even as a second forward. So I think we got plenty of coverage. And we lost Tiff Weimer to get Sully, which was another blow because I would like to keep Tiff. But the problem for Tiff was we got 7 in the midfield already. We're looking at 1 more. It's a complicated midfield, and once Tobin comes back, you've got Amber, you've got Ali. You got Sinead. I mean, you got a really good group of pros in there. And I just said to Tiff, I called her up after the draft and said, you're better off in Washington. You'll be the lead pro there. You're playing with a lot of younger players, and you'll play. And she's a great pickup for them, really. In round 4, I think they did well out of that one, I got to be honest with you. And hopefully we will with Sully. But I think it's best for Tiff. She's an East Coast kid, too. She can go back. She lives in Connecticut. So I think it was a good move for Tiff. And, we're going to miss her. She's done well. She scored a great goal against Kansas in the playoffs for Portland. And I just, we got a number of midfielders, and it was going to be a difficult season, I think, with that group for her.
I know you're a busy man, Paul. I know you got to get to a lot of duties, and I want to thank you for coming to the show. And I mean, one last question. You give us a short answer. Do you feel more pressure going in as defending champions? That's quite a takeover.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's obviously Cindy's been talking to me a little bit, and it's not an easy job to get involved. She obviously won the championship, but my thing is to win at home. We have to change the home mentality. Yeah. That's the main thing.
Well, thank you, Paul, for joining us. Appreciate your time. Wish you the best luck in Portland.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.